Good evening, everyone. We are taking this again from the top, starting up Aviary Attorney again. As I stated before, I started on this about a couple of years ago and never got around to finishing it, which is a shame because I do love these kind of games, as you could tell by how much I got into Danganronpa and Ace Attorney. So yeah, let's. I about a week ago I started the third chapter again, but ran into a bit of a hiccup. You see, unlike Ace Attorney and Danganronpa, which during the investigate phase, it's pretty much on rails for the most part. In that you don't actually get put in the trial scene until you found all the evidence you need. This one does not do that. It doesn't hold your hand like that. If you fuck up and don't find enough evidence or the right evidence, it screws you over when the trial starts, as I found out last time. It wasn't a complete game over or bad ending per se, but I wasn't satisfied, and so I wanted to. I mean, the trial had barely even started, and I already was missing a vital piece of evidence. So I'm gonna start chapter 3 from the top, and I'm cheating. I do have a walkthrough here that I'm gonna use, but hopefully, in fact, let me stick that over. Let's see. Okay. And then there we go. Okay. All right, let's go. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at Le Canard Joyeux... Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon. Morning, Spur. No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. No way, we've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. Something on your mind? Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said. About a revolution. Pshaw, that guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French revolution, we'd never get any work done at all. Am I right? Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss. Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. All right. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Palais des Bastilles. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Valeri. That's it? How terse. A proposal from the inspector? Interesting. Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind? Not a clue. So, are we going to meet him and find out? No. Probably gonna pull a but thou must. I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but it would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Sir Citrus Ninja, thank you for the follow. Grab your coat. Alright, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What'd you eat this time? No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill for my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's calls should take priority, I think. It's a new day, yes it is. Okay. Ugh. It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime. Wait, do you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds? It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Yep, him. Well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector. What could he want with all three of us? It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. A big investigative role? Sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? Yeah, the crooked judge from before. From the last trial. No, what? He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper, then fled for the hills. So he escaped justice. For now, but don't fret. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Ah, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Mr. Inspector Valerity, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Oh, don't drag me into this, you fool! I was joking! You impudent whelps, I'm not that old! I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. There I was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh great, now you've set him off. We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian Killer himself. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we're here. Oh, right, of course, why we're here. What I'm about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential, you understand? It's a matter of national security. As you probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group. Hipsters? It's true. The other day I was called a pop-loving pleb for enjoying choppin'. Now's not the time for joking, you two. The inspector's obviously talking about the growing rumors of an uprising. Correct. A rebellion is coming. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored. but the whispers of dissent remain. Can't imagine why. No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they'll just get even angrier. Indeed. And that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens. Scout locations. Find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croque Monsieur. Like the sandwich? What? The Croque Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel. Throw on some peppers if it's Friday night. This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque Monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking? Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance. Suck up. That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. But what about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and dullars who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produced with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline... yeah. The twist at the end of that case. It doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that's not in your job description. So what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation? Okay. What if we try to turn him down? I don't think so. Sorry, Inspector. Come now, Falcon. Let's not make hasty decisions. What would it take for me to change your mind? I'm a private attorney, Inspector. Severance paid by the state, but I'm not. I'd be happy to collaborate with the government, but I need some sort of compensation. Of course, what was I thinking? How does 50 francs up front and 50 more upon completion of duties sound? Can we squeeze any more out of him? I don't get out of bed for that sort of money, Inspector. Fine, fine. I could probably scrape a little more from the budget. How does 70 francs up front and 70 on completion sound? Keep going. Keep climbing. I had no idea you were so money-driven, JJ. Alright, so you want to play hardball. 80 francs up front, 80 francs on completion of your duties. That's my final offer. Take it and go home. Nah, that's fine. I'm glad we could come to an agreement. Excellent. Here's your upfront fee. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive Croque Monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your two tasks. I'll check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what we can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ, so I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a Crow Monsieur to hunt. Okay, let's go. I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the Crow Monsieur, too. Not so fast, Cocorico. There's something else we need to discuss. Oh? Okay, yeah, it gives us a lot of places to visit and stuff to do, but not enough time to do it all, as I found out. So let's, let me see. Let's first go to the Salpêtrière, which is the hospital. There you are, Sparrowson. Go ahead, say what you need to say. Excuse me, Dr. Fowleret. I just wanted to thank you for, giving me an antidote and, making me well and stuff. No trouble at all. Sparrowson, wasn't it? Of course, there's the small matter of the debt. Right. Let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. The total comes to 500 francs. Falcon, can I get an advance on this month's pay? And next month's? And maybe the month after's? Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He'll surely allow you to pay in installments. Of course, of course. Oh, thank goodness. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century. Hey, your pay isn't that bad. Now, there's no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. You messieurs are lawyers, yes? If you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock down the bill a little. Maybe to say 100 francs. Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind? Debt collection. That actually sounds quite fun. It'll be a nice change from this Crow Monsieur nonsense. Yes, give us the details, Doctor. There's a man I treated for a small injury a couple of years ago. He's been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate it if you would pay him a visit and strong-arm into loosening his purse strings. Well, I'm not making any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute. Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. We will dedicate every waking moment to collecting this debt. Wait, I didn't agree to that. Every waking moment. What have we got ourselves into? Okay, there's the inventor's house. Come in. Are you Monsieur Gustave Trove? I am. And you are? We're lawyers sent on behalf of Dr. Fowleret. We're here to collect a debt that you owe. It's time to pay up, monsieur. Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. Listen, I would be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't have enough money on hand. What to do? I know! I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It's a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field. I imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget. No, trust me. This baby will be easily worth 10,000. No, 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it. Oh, all right then. Hand the device over and I'll pass it along to Dr. Fowleret right away. Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet. It's not finished? I know exactly what needs to be done, but I'm missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had some time to spare, you could help me out. Run out and collect what I need. What? No, monsieur, that's absurd. If you have some shopping to do, then you should do it yourself. Falcon, please help the man! I can't spend the rest of my life in debt. All right. No need to get all panicky. We'll hear the man out at least. Great. I'll take notes. What is it you need, monsieur? Let's see. I need a copper pot. A pot? As in like a saucepan? What on earth for? It's a necessary component of my invention. I can use it to build a portable electric battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid, accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated. Okay. So it's like a battery or an electromagnet or something like that. Save me your scientific mumbo-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire. One copper pot. Oh, the copper part is important? Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those. I've seen copper kettles at the Hall Market, although those things aren't too cheap. I can't help but feel I saw a copper pot somewhere else. What else? String. High-grade string to bind some components of the device together. Seems simple enough. I imagine the Hall Market would have that in abundance. Can we really afford to blow our whole budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have a loose thread on my jacket. Take it. A string must be higher quality than that, monsieur. I need something that's fishing line grade. Oh, I see. Was there anything else you wanted, monsieur? Some books? Confectionaries? Alcohol? Groceries, perhaps? No, that's everything. Alright, I've got it all written down. I feel a little conned. We came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list. We're gonna follow through and get Monsieur Trove's items, right? We'll see. Okay. Next, I think, is going to be... Okay, R&M Associates. Yeah, this dude. Well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guest some tea?
Of course, Monsieur Vulpes, of course.
Monsieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe? Chamomile sounds good to me. Thanks, Mousy. Didn't know Iron Mouse was in this game. Sure, I could go for chamomile too.
Okay, one pot of chamomile coming right up.
Let's get down to business. What is it you two came here for? We just have a couple of questions. Let's see. Monsieur Vulpes, have you heard any rumors of an uprising? Of course. These days a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter. But what can you tell us about the dissenters specifically? Do you know where they're meeting? I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went? I see. Perhaps I can assist you with something else. Have you ever heard of a person called the Crow Monsieur? And no, we aren't talking about the sandwich, unfortunately. The Crow Monsieur. Are you referring to the black market salesman, the man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal? Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him? Me personally? No, monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation. I see. Do you have any idea how we can find him? Meeting with the Crow Monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody, after all. I know. I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days and I will tell you where and when you can find the Crow Monsieur. That's an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Vulpes. Of course, there is a price. Price? Just a small fee, a mere 30 francs. Hey, we saved your derriere over that Prince Juan business. Is there any way to show your gratitude? Monsieur Vulpes, you must understand that this is no personal errand. We're investigating on behalf of king and country. I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I'm running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I guarantee you will find the Crow Monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say? That's fine. Here you go, Monsieur. Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Crow Monsieur can be found. Rest assured, I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Guess not. That's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Vulpes. As to you, Messieurs.
The tea's ready, Monsieur Vulpes. It's ready.
I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousie.
Oh, bother.
Next. Like Canard Joya. No, no drinking! Bad Falcon! Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place people go to moan about the government. Therefore, they're perfect rebel breeding grounds.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, it's you two. What will it be today? Wine or beer? I'm afraid it's just questions for now, Madame Quanel.
We're looking for a man called the Crow Monsieur. Have you seen him?
No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all. Okay. Have you heard any of your patrons bad-mouthing the government? Of course! This is a tavern, hun. If people couldn't come here to grope and talk politics, where else could they go? I think that's a typo. It's supposed to be gripe. Anyways. That's true, but has anyone stood out?
Well, just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty.
Now, I'm not saying that they are or they aren't rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean. I think I do. Thank you, madam. Let's see. Where to go? I guess we'll go there, then. Ah, yes. And that's when the mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going to keep him, though. Here, you know that she hates being called mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again. Oh, right you are. The madam it is, then. Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why do we have to call her madam? Why don't you ask her yourself? No way! She would straight up eat me alive if I asked that directly. Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, messieurs? What were you two talking about just before we rudely interrupted? Well, I would like to include you in our conversation, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think that's any of your business. I suppose it isn't our business. I apologize for asking, monsieur. We'll keep it on the down low for now. Quite alright, no harm done. Monsieur, have you heard of a man called...
Falcon, wait! There's a slight chance these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might be scared off.
Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. No, tell me everything. Where'd you get that swanky hat? About the rifle. Monsieur, I see you're carrying a rifle. Evidently. Who manufactured it? Ah, good question. See, most hunters around here are carrying old French Charlevilles, but this beauty is something special. See, it's American, from the Springfield Armory, model 1812, percussion lock firing mechanism. An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. Must have been hard to procure. It's true you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people... Please go on. Well... Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but to meet the Crow Monsieur... Yes? Actually, it would be foolish for me to explain in public. It would be much easier if you just take this. The Book of Judges. What is this, some sort of law book? The book's subject is not important. Oh, I see, it's the Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious. Nor am I. Then why are you...
Just take it, you idiot! Bible books are what we used to pass around them code phrases, don't we?
Code phrases? Piero, please. I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with that big beak of yours.
Right you are!
Try to forget what my friend said. Just, with a little searching and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire.
Is that a religious metaphor?
No, monsieur, I'm being very literal. Well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But, to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Ah, I see. Well, I hear there's an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man your new book, he will be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage.
Are you sure this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me.
I assure you I'm as secular as they come, monsieur. Friar at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make a note. Was there something else you wanted? Thank you for your assistance, messieurs.
It's nothing. Get out of here already.
You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to do with the Crow Monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, monsieur. Interesting. Now, I think the card room is still just...
Ah, the big fellow's returned. Here to play some cards, monsieur.
No, yeah, it's still just the card minigame. I'm afraid I don't have time for that, monsieur. I have some investigative work to take care of.
Come on, sure you have time for one quick game.
No, thank you. Maybe later.
I understand. See you around, monsieur.
Are we ready to hit the road?
Yep, let's make a move. Alright. Next place of business is going to be... Okay, yeah, the Notre Dame Cathedral. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought.
Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type.
Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar.
Do you think it's that hunched-over fellow there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious.
Could be. Let's show some tact.
Excuse me, Monsieur Friar!
Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson? By the way, I know this is supposed to be taking place in France. I don't know why I decided to give Sparrowson a British accent, but here we are. Oh, you look familiar. Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins? Or perhaps you wish to join in our services? Actually, Friar, we're here because...
Falcon! That friar! He looks eerily familiar.
Indeed he does. Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he?
What? No, that's not who I meant. And how does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad?
Your friend appears to be upset. Ah, his name is Remus. Yeah, Romulus, Remus. Don't mind him, he's just in a huff because he thinks you look like this judge we once met. Judge Romulus. I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Ah, yes, there we go. Yeah, I see the nameplate there. Oh, good, I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I see. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble, but tell me, why are you here, my brothers? Oh, right. Well, we have a couple of questions. Friar, we have something we'd like to show you. Could you take a look at this? We heard you could give special passage readings. Ah, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find chapter 15, verse 2 to be particularly enlightening. Let's see. Chapter 15, verse 2. This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please, could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Edom. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done to us? And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. As they done unto me, so have I done unto them. A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree? Keep going. It's poetic. A beautiful summation of justice. You understand the passage. That's delightful to hear. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits on a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a shofet. Shofets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. I'm starting to ramble, am I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Edom. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid. The rock of Edom. Edom. Got it. I'll make a note. It's like a backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this keyword? That is for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I'm sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what we can do. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession? What's with all the scaffolding? Is some sort of construction work going on? That's right, a little a little renovation. It's no secret that the cathedral has seen better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the Revolution. But now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory. The cult of reason? The religion of Christianity? Hey, Falcon, what's the difference between a religion and a cult? Don't be rude, Sparrowson. Ah, don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they? Pretty much. Then maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise, some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk any more about cults and ideologies. Did you want anything else? I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar. Go in peace, my brothers. All right. Let's see. I think the next place... Okay, the Louvre. Where's... Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh. Another Wolfie. Excuse me, madam. Do you have a moment to talk about the cult of reason? Probably a pyramid scheme to someone else, bud. I got a kid to feed. Okay. Madam, it's not a pyramid scheme. Madam, take a leaflet at least. What about you, monsieur? Would you like to learn about the glorious teaching of Jacques Hebert? A cult, is it? Not today, monsieur. I've already been in my fair share of cults. But this cult is different. A member of the Cult of Reason, huh? Strange, I thought that cult died out way back in the old revolution.
Hey, Falcon, that person.
Looks like a run-of-the-mill cultist.
I can see that, but doesn't his face look familiar to you?
He does look familiar. Actually, the resemblance is uncanny. Shall we get his attention? Oh, he spotted us. Stare off. Wait, monsieur, we'd like a quick word.
Come back. Teach us about the wonders of the Cult of Reason.
He's gone.
So I'm not going crazy, right? That guy was the spitting image of Judge Romulus, wasn't he?
I can't deny the similarity. Then again, there are plenty of wolves in Paris. Maybe there's no link at all. Either way, we have an investigation to conduct. Let's focus on that.
Right. Where to first?
Let's see here. Let's see. Who to question? Who to question? Oh dear, it's those guys again. Keep it together, Eric. Maybe they won't recognize you. Excuse me, monsieur. It's us, the Philistines, remember? Were they talking to me? Yep, definitely talking to me. Okay, deep breaths, Eric. Hi! We have a couple of questions, if it's no trouble. Oh, it's no trouble. No trouble at all. Do you know anything about an uprising? An uprising?
You know, people getting angry, being violent, overthrowing the government, stuff like that.
Goodness, no, I don't know anything about that sort of thing. Never mind then. Did you see the cultist outside?
The cultist? You mean that Cult of Reason fellow? Yeah.
He accosted me a few days ago. We chatted for a while, not by choice, of course, but because I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. It got a little out of hand. He insisted I take a pamphlet. Let's have a look at this. Be Your Own God, an introductory guide to the Cult of Reason by Jacques Hebert. He even had his own signature, see? The bottom here. To my new bestest bud, Eric. Happy reading. Best wishes, Sylvius. Green ink, too. What a fiendish color choice. Yes, that's the green ink sounds familiar. The guy was such a slimeball. We aren't even close to best buddies. At least we now know the cultist's name, Sylvius. Do you mind if we keep this pamphlet, monsieur? Be my guest. I don't want it. Thank you. Do you want something else? No, we're good. Thanks for your time, monsieur. You've been a great help. It's no trouble. No trouble at all.
This is the room we investigated during the Poison Rose case, right? Why are we back here?
I can't help but feel I saw something here a couple of weeks ago. Something that may be of use to us.
Really? Alright, let's take a look around.
Okay, I remember this from before, and it was... Discern. I remember it.
It's the one that smells of chocolate.
Yes, but more importantly, it's made of copper.
Why is that important? Oh, I see. You're thinking of Monsieur Trove's request. He wanted a copper pot, didn't he? This would do nicely. But this is a museum piece. We couldn't just take it. Could we?
Couldn't we? We're gonna rob the museum, yeah.
I don't know, could we?
We could. You want to be a museum robber, Sparrowson?
It's been my lifelong dream.
Marvelous. Put this urn under your coat. That's not gonna fit under my coat.
You're already weirdly shaped. No one will see anything out of the ordinary.
Hey,
This is exciting. What else shall we steal? Nothing. We're gonna leave before we draw suspicion.
how about a painting? Just a small, no one will care about, like the Mona Lisa. Let's steal the Mona Lisa.
Let's not. We're done here, for now at least.
We can't spend all day robbing Roman artifacts, I suppose. So where to next?
See, this was... Okay.
Are we all done here?
I believe we are. Yep, let's make a move.
Good call. We can always come back later if we forgot something.
Okay, good. Welcome, welcome. Ah, it's you two again.
You remember us? I guess that's no surprise.
Of course I remember. You're the monsieurs who ask many questions and buy little chocolate.
I'm afraid we have more questions today, Monsieur Hagglesack. Thanks for being patient with us. Have you heard any rumors of rebellion in Paris recently?
Why, monsieur, there's always rumors of rebellion in Paris. The citizens whisper in the shadows. The bourgeoisie cower in fear.
Yes, but have you personally heard anything specific?
No, monsieur.
You sell chocolate to a lot of people. Have you come across any unsavory characters in your occupation?
Of course. One time I was hiking through the mountains of the Netherlands, and I was accosted by an overzealous tulip salesman. I threw a fistful of Dutch roboes at him, and he made a hasty retreat.
I can't help but wonder about the legitimacy of Lander's stories. But for some reason, his tangential rants don't bother me. Let's be more specific. We're looking for a person called the Croix Monsieur. Does that name sound familiar?
No, monsieur.
I suppose we're done here. I guess it was a little silly of me to look for intel about a rebellion in a chocolate shop.
Perhaps I could help you with something else, monsieur.
Like what?
Well, you may have noticed that this is in fact a chocolate shop. I'm of much better service as a chocolate salesman than a rumor mongerer.
Oh, of course. I'm looking to buy a box of chocolates for a friend. May I have a recommendation? Could it be? Am I the friend, Falcon? Is this a gift for me?
Certainly, monsieur. If you're looking for something romantic, then perhaps an elegant heart-shaped selection from Tuscany would suit you.
Romantic, you say?
Oh.
Are we shipping them? I don't feel that way about you, Falcon, but how could I decline such a scrumptious gift? No, that wouldn't work. Do you have anything that would be suitable for any occasion?
Ah, then perhaps you want this box of 20 creamy chocolate swirls from London. They're very sweet. Nobody can resist.
Yes, those are perfect. Take them, Falcon. Take them.
For pity's sake, Sparrowson, why are you being so fidgety?
No reason.
Then cut it out. It's weird.
I think those would work nicely, Monsieur Hagglesack. How much are they?
5 francs. Perhaps a little steep for some, but I assure you their quality more than justifies the price tag.
Can I get a good guy discount? You know, for being such an upstanding citizen?
I really shouldn't, monsieur.
I understand.
Ha! Just kidding. Of course you can. How about I give these to you for free, as a token of Belgian generosity?
Oh, really?
Of course, because you're such wonderful customers.
We are? We are?
Absolutely. One moment, if you please, messieurs. I shall go wrap these up.
Falcon.
What is it?
I just want to say you've been a great friend and an inspirational mentor, and I have ample amounts of respect for you as a person, and...
You do know these chocolates aren't for you, right?
Oh.
Oh, he's so disappointed.
Yeah, I knew that.
Good, just making sure.
You're breaking my heart, Falcon.
How you are, monsieur? I'm sure the recipient will enjoy them.
Thank you very much, monsieur, and thank you for putting up with our endless questions.
It has been my pleasure, monsieur.
Okay, and with that, I think it's break time, so give me a few minutes, and I will be right back.